Megastars. I just want to say a big, massive, warm welcome. And I know what you're thinking, okay, Drake, where's the intro music? I'm having a few tech issues, which is a little bit awkward, but we are going to carry on anyway. I am so excited for our next guest today. But before I get her out, I just want to let you guys know that on Monday, the 30th of May, I've got my Authority Branding Strategy Workshop, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be absolute fire, absolute fire. So if you're interested, if you're curious, it's gonna be going 5 days. There's gonna be 3 live calls, and we are absolutely gonna tear it up. So before I get my next guest out here, if you guys have got any like chocolate, if you've got any confectionery, definitely put it away because this woman, this amazing human, is just sweetness. So without any further ado, I want to get big, massive, warm welcome to Kandy Windom.
We're supposed to have the music in the background, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be going right at the beginning. It's just we're just how are you, sister?
Yes, thank you so much, Trev, for having me here.
You are so welcome. I'm so excited because we caught up last week and it was just fun. It was just we were dancing, we were laughing, and like what I love about you is just your energy, like your vibe, and just like the way that you show up as well. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So for those who doesn't know who I am, my name is Kandy Windom. I'm actually the coach for leaders. That's my new branding name. The coach for leaders. Woo, woo.
Like, I like it. I like it.
So yes, I work exactly just directly with the corporations, for medium to big corporations. I do a lot of leadership trainings, coaching, and executive coachings. But my specialist is to help leaders to build a can-do culture so they can retain and attract talent. So you probably do want to be you're gonna be asking how in the world can this is working with corporate if nobody wants to work with corporate.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody, most of the people are leaving corporate to be in this solo entrepreneur, but actually I'm passionate about corporate. Why? So this is my big why, right?
Okay.
Is
All right.
because I believe that employers like me, we need to have an amazing and incredible team, and to actually for that team to make a huge profit. So if the company invests in the leadership trainings, if they invest in providing those skills, beliefs, and core values, I believe those employees can make those companies boom, like completely blooming, and they're gonna be able to attract the top talent, retain them, and not just that, they're gonna receive an return on investment completely high. Like I was reading the Gallup last week, and it's actually up to 70-100% that they can get a return on investment.
I almost
If
spat my drink out. What? Say that again. 1,700.
700,
Oh,
700% of return on investment if a corporate really invests in the leadership trainings, coaching the executive leaders, and build an incredible teams. So it's just an amazing formula. So that's where I feel like so pumped, excited to go
yeah.
back to corporate and boom, and have those amazing leaders to make sure that
Yeah.
they have the tools to be able to equip, to
Mm.
have an incredible company.
All right. Let's take a step back. I want to know how did you get into it? Because I know you've had like a formidable like career. How did you get into it?
Yeah, so that was a moment when I went to Tony Robbins event.
Uh, yeah. It does it, doesn't it? Yeah. Same. Same.
so, so I went to Tony Robbins event, and actually my intention was not to develop my business or to leave corporate to go back and create my own business. My idea was to help my son because he was being bullied, he was becoming suicidal. So I decided to go to Tony Robbins to help my son. But in that day, actually, my intention was not literally looking for growing myself, because I've been in personal development for 20 years. I've been reading, going, something that I spend a lot of money is in myself.
Yes.
So I just told my son, come with me. We got the first road of the Tony Robbins event.
In
The
the first row. Oh,
first road.
Paula. Paula. Yeah.
Because something that I believe is, whatever you do, pay for it so you can have the best experience. And I did.
Definitely. Definitely.
I
100%.
did. Um, but in those amazing 4 days that I went to the UPW, my son was completely fired. He was amazing. And on the other side, I was crying. And I was like, I can't believe this. Why I'm crying? And it was because I feel something inside of me. I feel like, Candy, you have to do something. You came to the United States not just to raise a family or maybe have a really good career as an HR, which was my past role and my passion too, is to do something even more. And that's when click coaching.
Yeah.
So that's when it started, and I come back and I left my job, so I burned the boats before I actually was landing the island. So I was literally
Yeah.
swimming
Yeah.
on the ocean.
Like, help, help.
But I jumped, right? So I jumped and I was so excited. I was like, yes, let's do this. And then a few months later, I feel like, oh my God, so what I'm doing, I need to figure out a strategy. I need some help. And I was hesitated to hire a coach because I didn't have the money, I didn't have the time. It was, my mindset was completely bad, right? So finally, I got a coach, and my business started like going up, and the mentors, and that's how it started.
Yeah. I love that. Love that. Um, oh man. So with your clients, what are some of those biggest sort of like frustrations, obstacles, challenges that are common and that you see a lot?
Yes, so one of the biggest frustrations for the company is because people are leaving. They're hiring these people. They're hiring really amazing top leaders, employees, and they leave the company 60 days after. That's the number one. And the number two is trust. So if the company has some issues about moral, people are not feeling motivated, they don't want to do their job, or their high performance is not the level it needs to be, most of the time it's because it's trust. It's people, they don't communicate the right way. They assume so many things, situations, and they blow up the situation. They have conflict, and they want to do things in themselves because they don't trust others that they're going to do it well. So it's always those two issues. The major, that's what I call the symptom. So that's the two symptoms that most of my clients have, is because the high turnover or a trust issue.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. So I've just Disney World. Tell me about Disney World, because I want to come and see you, because you live, what is it, 20 minutes away from Disney World?
I'm about an hour away from Disney.
Oh, an hour.
Yeah, you need
Okay.
to come.
Yes, I do. I do. And have you always lived in that area? Is it Florida?
Yes, it's Florida.
Yeah.
No, I used to live in Colombia, and I've been living in the United States, well, basically 20 years. Mhm.
And what was the reason for moving from Colombia to the United States?
Yeah, so I've been living because, my husband, as a Marine, he has been, transferred to different stations, different cities, different states and countries. So I've been moving around until finally we got here. Mhm.
Awesome. All right. So if there are actually, what advice would you give to, say, if there's someone that's thinking about wanting to do like coaching, like what we do? What advice would you give them apart from run? What advice? Yeah,
So what
no.
advice about?
Yeah. So if someone's like, sitting on the fence, they're like, "Oh, I want to do coaching, but I'm not sure if it's like the right thing for me." Because you had your went to Tony Robbins, and I exactly the same thing. I didn't even know why I was going to Tony Robbins. For me, it was I'm just going to go to Tony Robbins just to get motivation. It was my life completely changed. I came out and I was just so focused on about what I wanted to do,
Mhm.
and I knew that I wanted to like help people. So I guess like for any people that are not familiar with like Tony Robbins, if they're thinking, "Oh yeah, I want to help people. I'm thinking about coaching." Do you have any advice that you'd give for them?
Yes. So the number one advice that I will give somebody who wants to jump into a coaching industry is to love people no matter what. Because even though that you or that person who is listening to us right now or to me is that you feel like, okay, I want to do coaching, I want to help people, right? This is the core, the normal phrase or paragraph they use. I want to help people.
Yeah,
Yes, but the truth is, if you don't love the people, you won't be able to help them because those people are going to come with frustrations, blockage, upset, different beliefs that you don't have, completely uncoachable. There are other people that are uncoachable that no matter how much work you do with them, they will never change
yeah,
because that's the type of people. So literally, if you don't love people in general, this will become a nightmare. You won't be able to jump into a phone call or to a Zoom meeting and help them
mm,
because you have to be able to put in their side and their shoes and feel, okay, so if I love them, if they say something that is not what they really mean, you have to be able to communicate, to be able to translate and to help them break through the process, right?
yeah,
But if you don't love them, you want to feel frustrated. Your strategy is gonna go all blew out to the window.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
No matter how much certification you get, you won't be able to help them because you don't love them. So that is the language that I use in my business is that if you feel it, if you communicate in this area, from your heart, is when you will be able genuinely communicate and energetically with anybody. And as a coach, is most of the people that I notice is that they want to jump in, but they are not there.
mm.
They are
You were.
here.
Oh, that used to be me. Yeah. So not here. I was. Yeah, and it was hard to get from here to there. And it's just. Yeah.
Yes. So because they want to think about the big bucks, all the companies, the people, the money they want to make. But it really is what impact you're gonna feel that. Are you gonna sleep well tonight? Are you gonna wake up in the morning happy? Are you gonna be excited? Can't wait to, because sometimes when I'm doing the training or the coaching strategy sessions, I get so excited when somebody reschedule at the last minute. Oh my God, I feel like my heart is broken because I'm so excited to give everything for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if somebody who doesn't love their clients, it doesn't love them to break through and to help them to learn, those new techniques, the new things that we know that they don't know. This person is gonna be like waiting for that phone call. For, oh my God, finally I finished with this person. Oh my God, making this note. I can't wait to finish my contract. I don't want to work with this person. So I told you, if you want to jump as a coach, you have to have passion from your heart of what you're doing.
I love that. All right. So what motivates you? What drives you to keep going? So what we do is, like it's pretty hard. It can be like an emotional like roller coaster, and there's only what 4% of coaches that make it to 100K and above. So what keeps you like going and going and going and going?
And what keeps me on going? That's a good
Yeah.
question, Red. Oh my God, what keeps me on going? Okay, so I'm gonna share a story that you probably don't know. I'm part of this book, Chosen. And we wrote this book with these amazing and incredible leaders, and we share a story. In
Okay.
my chapter 9, I share a story about a situation where I lost everything, almost my life. So when I told you I lost everything, I lost everything, almost my kid, my family, myself, almost everything. Until I had the moment and that breakthrough to look in the mirror and say, this is enough, right? So every day, no matter how bad my day can be, I'm so grateful for being alive. And that's what it keeps me moving forward no matter what. If I have millions in my account, if I have zero in my account, if somebody doesn't show up in my coaching call, or somebody reschedule the training, or maybe something crazy happening in my family, my house, or to my dogs, I'm always being grateful for waking up the next day, because that to me means the world to me. It's like magic. That's where I feel like my wealth is over. It's not money on it. So every day, that's what it pushes me. Because if I'm here, if I still here, Dread, right now, it's because my purpose is bigger than anything. So what is gonna put you forward, no matter what you are as coach, my biggest, I would say, nugget that I will give you today is to appreciate everything you have. To be grateful for the water, be grateful for the clicks, be grateful for the sun, be grateful for to have whatever, even if it's a pen next to you, the light, everything, even our heart is bumping without doing it's like our heart bumps and beats every second, all the time, and we don't do nothing for that. Why not just say thank you? You know what I mean? Because you're keeping me alive. So that's what I will say, is to be in gratitude no matter what.
Kandy, hi. I'm getting emotional. You need to stop. You're just dropping some gold. I'm like, okay. I'm getting the feels. I'm getting the feels. All right. What's next for you? What's on the horizon for, I guess, the next 6, 12, 18 months? What are you working on?
Okay, so regarding to my business, right?
Yeah, your
Or
business, personal. Yeah. Now, what's important for
okay,
you?
so there are so many projects. I'm gonna build a digital course, and I already started doing the graph and the scheduling and how that works. Because
Okay.
normally, when I work with my clients, everything is about John Maxwell. So right now I have 3 courses that are on my own, that I develop, that I teach it, that I have passion for. So I want to bring to my clients my own course. So that's one of the things that I want to develop for the next 6 or 12 months, that hopefully less than that. But that is on the project, and also writing my own book. So that is another thing that
Yeah.
is going to be exclusive about leadership, and it's going to be about the principles of leadership. So anybody can just jump in and do what they need to do.
Brilliant. All right. Can you tell me, when is this book going to be out, or when it's going to be
It's
finished?
gonna be in 2023. It's not. It's gonna be a schedule this year yet,
Yeah.
but it's gonna be in a process. I already have the agenda, the things that I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
be talking about. I just gotta get some time and start writing. So that is gonna be a boon for my business as well, and the
Yeah.
course. So they are the 2 things that I'm gonna be working very hardly, and of course for the 12 months living life, no matter what, celebration life.
Yeah, do you know what you do? Like, from your social media, I love your social media because it looks like you just have. I love that you've got a great mix of like business, but also like your personal life. And like with your personal life, you're just having fun. Like, you're dancing, you're at the beach, you're like doing all these things, and yeah, it's just really refreshing. And I love the way that you're killing it in your business when you're doing all these events, you're speaking on stage, you're doing all these things. It's just, yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah, I will. I can't teach well music. Music is your love language is gift. My language is music.
So cool.
And so without music, I'm nobody. So it's like it has to be implemented no matter what.
I love that. All right, so what's the best way for people to get hold of you?
Okay, the best way to get a hold of me and always on Facebook. So if anybody is interested, I offer a free 45-minute lunch and learn. So if you're a corporate leader, if you're a manager, if you notice that your company is having some struggles, please reach out to me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and just inbox me, and then I will be able to give you 45 minutes leadership training with no sales speech. I just want to give everything to you in 45 minutes to make an impact to you and your team, and that's it.
I love that. All right, so I just thought of another question. I know that you help commercials, but say if there was someone that wasn't in the commercial arena and they're like, oh, like I've loved what I've heard today. I love what I've seen today. I'd love to work with Candy, but I'm not in commercial. Would you be able to work with someone like that?
So somebody who,
Yeah, like maybe want some like business like leadership, like skills or development or
yes, I do have some few clients that I just concentrate on executive coaching, and
yeah.
I help them know with business. I help them to have the right mindset so they can lead their team, lead themselves, not just in work, but also in their life, because we are the leaders no matter what. We lead ourselves when we wake up in the morning, when we go breakfast, when we drive a car. So we always leading ourselves. So it's to the point to lead in the right moment, in the right way, and in effective and most productive and efficiently time. So that's basically what they will learn from me.
Oh, like Candy, that's the reason why you're so sweet. You've just been spitting fire today. So my very last question is so like that I'm obsessed with dad jokes, gifs, puns, memes, all that sort of stuff. So do you have either a dad joke, something inspirational, something motivational, something empowering, something of value that you'd like to leave us with today?
Yes. So something is, and I mentioned it before, lead it from your heart. That's where the magic happens. If you do everything from there, no matter what, how bad the situation, if you go into any tragedy or anything catastrophic in your life, if you go back there, you're gonna find so much sorrow, so much hope, so much love. Because no matter what, we have uh, somebody who is watching from us. So remember, you are not alone, and that's all you need to do is to vision who you are and take action. So that's why I always said vision to action is where you're gonna grow and where you're gonna be the person who you want to be today and the person for tomorrow.
Candy, somebody call Michael Jordan because that was a slam dunk. So I just want to say thank you very much for coming on today. I've got no outro music, so normally there's some music that's
Oh,
playing
really?
out.
What is the music?
It's like
You
my
need to
setup.
reschedule this. You need to reschedule this.
Yes, yeah, definitely do it. Definitely do it again. So I just want to say, first of all, like thank you for being like you. So in the mastermind that we're in, like the way that you show up and just play full out and like really like switched on, like you're genuine, like you're there for people and you want to help, and also the journey that you've been on, because I know that that wouldn't have been easy. So I appreciate you, I value you, and when I'm coming to Florida, like, I need
Come to Florida. It's like every time that I talk to somebody, I say, "Oh my God, I need a vacation." I say, "Dude, where do you live?" He said, "In Florida." I said, "We are in a vacation state." Hello.
yeah,
We have so many beaches. We have so many places, things to do, parks. It's incredible. Wherever you go, you have fun. It's a beautiful people, beautiful day. And if you go to a different states, of course, you're gonna find beautiful things that you can enjoy. But when you come back to Florida, you feel like, oh, this is my hotspot.
yeah. And when's, because we had a chat about this. When's the best time to come again? When's to go to
When is
Florida?
the best time to come to Florida? The best
Yeah,
time
yeah.
is the spring and winter. Why? Because summer is super hot. You don't want to be on the beach. when it's over
When
100 degrees. You don't want to be doing 2, 3 hours line in Disney to go
uh-uh,
for 2 minutes ride.
no,
So the best times is spring and fall. I would say fall because winter is kind of chilly, but it's not that cold here anyway. So
yeah, awesome. All right, Candy, just want to say thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing, and can't wait to catch up again.
awesome. Thank you, Drew, for your time. I appreciate it.
So,